in my meals, I'm gunning for the money. Money in the bank, coming with a dank. Skrilling in the tank, rolling with the gang. You sit and I on the sideline tripping. I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin. Yeah. I'm okay.
Hello, welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights live at the woodwardsports.com. I'm easy, my spin reaction. Chris Nicholas.
Hello, mate.
Smash the like button, be a friend, tell a friend, and share the stream. We got Commission in the building as well.
Shout out. Knocked out a clip in like record time. We
Really?
got another,
Today?
Yeah, we got another one.
He sent an actual clip.
Yeah.
No disrespect to people who come before him, but I was impressed. I'll put you that way. Because this is the first clip you ever sent me.
Yeah, he just did one yesterday. He did
Genuine
the Indians,
cuts.
or today.
Just all the above. Shout out to Commish.
You know, heavyweights just know how to find talent, man.
We really did. To be honest with you, this one kind of found me. I was driving back from Mount Chalet.
Yeah, shout out.
Sad boy.
Love that spot.
Dylan Larkin had just gotten hurt. The Max Crosby news had come out.
Yeah, we were dooming.
It was, I think, a day away from or the day of Taylor Decker's release. I was just sad. I was sad as fuck.
Yeah.
So I went on Spaces looking for someone to cheer me up. Commish hopped on, and I don't remember what the fuck his take was, but he said he wanted to come work here, and then here he is kicking it. So
You know, that's what you got to do. That's what I did. You just pull up.
Yeah.
And if you're good, I mean, you got to be good too. Like you have to back the juice. You know, I pulled up at Big Boy when I was
Always
there.
got back.
I threw my resume on the table, and they, you know, if you don't stop, they can't stop you. But shout out to Commish, taking care of business already.
You're encouraging a lot of like stalker stuff.
Yeah,
Listen.
that's what I'm saying. You can't be a cousin.
Yeah,
you got to
yeah.
know what you're doing.
Well, here's
that's the biggest part.
The number one qualifier: get a car and a laptop.
There are, I would
we
say,
need.
4 things that you need to get in the door to start. It's 1, don't be a cousin. 2, have a laptop. 3, have a car. And 4, I think again,
3.
don't be cousin.
Yeah.
Like, you got to double time.
Reiterate it. Yeah. And we have enough cousins as it is. Like, don't get me wrong, we don't have nothing against cousins.
We're all cousins.
We're all cousins.
I'm a
You know what I'm
cousin.
saying? There's a grand scale of cousins. We're all there somewhere. But yeah.
A spectrum of cousinhood.
Shout out to all the cousins.
But you're trying. What are you getting me into on Twitter?
I love this.
This
one.
is not gonna happen.
Yeah, I apologize. I was a little sober earlier.
Raw.
I tweeted out that Spinny, if the Detroit Red Wings lose tonight, because you know the March curse has been here since 23. All right, it's been very ugly. Only 14 games won, if I'm not mistaken, since 2023 in March for the Detroit Red Wings. If they lose tonight, Spinny will eat a live octopus.
That's not
as a sacrifice.
Don't touch me.
to
I'm
bring
sizzling.
back the Detroit Red Wings winning ways.
I did not agree to this.
I wanted to say myself, I'm like, oh, what if this becomes a thing? I'm not going to do that, so I put Spinny.
Yeah, thanks, man. You know, appreciate that one.
At least I tagged you,
You did tag me.
so you could, you know, say
I'll
you're
eat
doing
an
it.
octopus, but not a live octopus.
Dude.
I've eaten octopus before. It's good. But I'm not trying to eat a live one. They are.
He said he'll eat a live
flooded.
octopus.
I did not say that.
A very, very much alive one.
Easy said he would kiss a boy if the Red Wings won.
Not doing that.
Specifically, Chris.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered.
I mean,
I like women.
women. I'm not gay no more. Listen, I'm not eating a live octopus. But we need the Red Wings to win tonight.
Would you
because-
eat a dead one
Yeah.
if we lose this game and Dallas?
Uncooked.
Yeah, for sure. Uncooked?
Whole thing.
Uncooked.
The whole
How do you
thing?
do one?
I'll eat. All right, how many losses in a row would that be?
One
That'd be
of the legs,
losses
one of
in
the
a row?
tentacles.
3 losses in a row.
So
If
3 tentacles.
I'll eat three tentacles of an. If we lose to Tampa and to Dallas, if we lose 3 games in a row, and somebody can procure it, which
Okay.
I'm sure somebody can, I'll eat 3 tentacles of an octopus.
Wow.
Yeah.
There we go.
So
Let's go. Shout out.
Live octopus.
I don't want not live.
Well,
not
once
live
you cut
octopus.
the tentacles off, they
We could go to Birmingham Sushi Cafe. We can go to Brendan.
I'm
find
pretty
a
sure
sponsor.
Raven was it covered behind us right here.
Oh, Hazel's, yeah.
Ravenclaw or some shit.
Gryffindor.
Gryffindor?
Yeah, no,
I'm sure Hazel's has octopus.
probably, yeah.
Yeah, right behind us.
Come on, boys, give me a win. I need you, John Gibson.
We should clip this for them, just so they know.
I mean,
might throw
we
the
got
game
an
off.
intern and he knows how to clip.
There you go. This is what we got interns for.
They are on social media.
All right, so
Send
the
it to
Red
them on
Wings
Instagram.
lost in disgusting fashion to
Yeah.
those rats in Florida. They're playing Tampa Bay, who is probably the hottest team in the NHL with one of the best players in the NHL. And then they are not, at home either. It's in Tampa. And then they're going to Dallas to play one of the most loaded teams in the league. And both Dylan Larkin and Andrew Cobb are out for 2 weeks.
No, don't like that.
Not great.
Listen, I believe in the boys. Marco, listen, we need you. We need you, big dog. You're 1C now. So go out there and take care of business.
Yeah, I saw that they got him on the second line.
Yeah, well, the
Comfort
second
starting.
line's the first line. It's Marco Casper, Emmett Finney, and Lucas Raymond.
Yeah.
So
But, I mean, Casper had to step up for sure. Your boy Comfort, too.
Oh, God, my boy.
I don't think that's anybody's
I'm going
boy.
to have to eat octopus, aren't I?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
We're
wonder
eating
if you parlay those two like to lose, like I don't even think it'll be plus money.
No, it wouldn't.
It would not be.
We're gonna be
Massive
like
favorites.
2.5.
That's a
point
great idea,
underdogs.
actually.
I mean, speaking of
It could
betting,
pay for the octopus.
It could pay for
I
the
was
octopus.
shocked when I saw the number at plus 210 to miss the playoffs. So we're still favored to obviously make the playoffs,
Whoa,
but
Nick.
I'm just gonna tell you straight up, I'm feeling really bad about this.
Not surprised.
I mean,
Yeah, because I've said that the last 3 seasons
So
when
is
we've
it 2
gone
weeks
down
from
on
the
the
injury or
stretch.
2 weeks from today?
2 weeks from the injury.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Are we
This week,
certain on
this
that?
week and next week.
We aren't sure, actually, to be honest with you. Fuck.
They're going to be out all next week.
Yeah, we can for
Legend
sure say
killer.
next week,
Yeah.
which sucks.
And then we'll see from there.
We have the toughest schedule the rest of the way through, too. So
I need John Gibb. Well, I mean, we have the toughest schedule by a small margin because every team in the East has the toughest schedule because the East is insane. We just play the tougher teams in the West. But we need, we need John Gibson to goalie one of these teams. Like I said, it's not a cakewalk. And at the end of that Panthers game, man, they played like just straight pussies, honestly. And they felt like, I said it on Woodward Wings, that team was going to give them a win. This is the NHL. That is even injured, a back-to-back Stanley Cup champion team. Nobody's going to give you a fucking win in this league. And they didn't. They lost, and it was embarrassing. Now you're going into Tampa. You've kind of had Tampa's number this year, so that's good, even without, Dylan Larkin, which that's not good. But you're looking at Lucas Raymond. You're looking at Marco Casper. You're looking at the corpse of Patrick Kane. Those are the guys that are going to need to step up. And John Gibson, unfortunately, we have to put a ton of expectations on him, which he's, normally reached. But it's kind of unfair to expect him to be.
You gotta beat the man.
Yeah, he's got to be the guy.
Nick,
We need him to have a 40-plus save game in one of these to win. That's how it has to happen. And it's crazy to ask somebody to do that, even though he's kind of consistently done it all year. But if they want to beat one of these two teams, they're going to need him to go out there and just be Super Saiyan.
So I said it was 48 seconds left when they made that final shot in the third. It was 14 seconds for the win.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
If Lucas Raymond needs to score a point in every single game down the stretch, that is bare minimum with your captain out, your number 2 center out, Andrew Kopp, which also this team went on a spiral last year when he went out late February,
Yep, that's
and
right.
the Detroit Red Wings weren't able to do much.
Why couldn't it be JT Comfort?
Exactly. So Andrew Kopp, as much slack as he gets on this Detroit Red Wings team, he is obviously valuable.
Yeah.
And you saw that in that game. But shout out, Marco Casper obviously has to step up, but guys like DeBrincat, guys like Patrick Kane, you need to produce points now more than ever. And you get a chance on a power play, you better convert it because you know how bad this team's 5-on-5 is, even with the help of the newly acquired defenseman. So
Justin
Folk, and we'll see how it goes. But fellas, I'm feeling bleak right now.
It's not
sorry
good.
to put it this way, but gun to your head, Easy. Does this team make the playoffs? If you had to,
I have to say yes, Nick. I'm in such a fucking pitiful spot with the Detroit Lions that have poured everything into the Red Wings at this point. I bought NHL last night, lost to my 6-year-old son somehow. Story for another day. But
Cooked by Bryson.
cooked by Bryson.
Wemby's not in that game.
I
Huh?
told you shouldn't have watched Sandlot with him. It fueled the sporting fire.
I'm
inside
here
of him.
for it. That's all I
Honestly, yeah,
wanted.
great move. But
Yeah.
if you're already losing in him to Chell, you better go back to TK, brother.
I'm just bad at video games in my older years. To
Well,
be
he
honest with
is
you.
whiter than you. So.
He is technically whiter than me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that makes
so
sense.
I think that's where he got me. To be honest with you.
Yeah, that's the Slovakian in him checking in.
no, hella Irish though.
shout out.
We went to overtime. He had
Yeah.
the Lightning actually.
Yep.
Vasilevsky was, dude. It was like fucking. I think I sent you the stat line.
Yeah, you
It was like
did.
20 shots,
It was
like
like a Red Wings ass game. Like, It was like they outshot them. They had the puck a lot, and they lost 1-0. But
yes, man, it was like this game's so realistic.
yeah. No, you need the boys to pop one of these two, and it's a lot to ask. Like you said, if I'm looking at 4 people outside of John Gibson, because everybody's looking at him, it's got to be your big boys. It's got to be Alex DeBrincat. It's got to be Lucas Raymond. It's got to be Mo Seider. It's got to be Simon Edvinsson. Those are the guys you need to step up. Those are the guys that, listen, you're not, like, obviously not Alex DeBrincat, but Mo Seider, Simon Edvinsson, Lucas Raymond, you don't get the young player excuse anymore. You don't get the, oh, man, they're going to get it. You are the stars of this team. You are the ones that need to propel them into the playoffs. Your captain's down. Go out there and be the stars. Like, last year even, the year before that, okay, they're not ready for it yet, blah, blah, blah. No, fuck that. You guys got those letters on your chest now. Hey, it feels good. Go out there and win a fucking game that you shouldn't on the road.
Here's a quote from Todd McClellan, shout out to DNC. We're hoping the 2-week time frame is what it turns out to be.
No, like
Larkin's
that.
back in 2 weeks.
Cops look worse.
I am channeling my energy to Dylan Larkin. I will, like, if you need my ACL, brother, whatever you need.
Whatever
you can have
CL
it.
you need, I got it.
I got hot girl knees. You can take the ligaments. God,
One other
if
thing,
he misses more than 2 weeks, we're fucked.
We are fucked.
big time, and we talk about, Stevie Y and, giving him the time, and a lot of fans are angry, including myself, but he did make the move.
He did
and
make
then
the move.
boom.
Yeah.
Larkin immediately hurt that night. Boom, Cop immediately hurt, next night. And I think one thing with Stevie Y, I mean, he obviously drafted Marco Kasper. This is a big, big spot for the young, kid to prove himself in this situation. What did he do the other night? He scored the game leading goal. Should have been game winning.
Yeah.
So Marco Kasper, being the former top 10 overall pick, you would think, boom, Danielson could have got the call. Guess who else is injured?
Yep.
It's like this would have been a perfect time to see, Danielson get another shot. And then, we're calling up guys that I've never even heard of right now.
Trail mix.
Dries.
No, Dries and Leonard have been up.
Yeah.
But Trail Mix never. I haven't heard of that. Never
Trail
heard of that
Max.
guy.
Yeah,
Never
so
heard of that guy.
I got to see the young guys come up here. I mean, MBN, Nygaard, first rounder.
What'd you call him?
Kasper, first rounder. Why you always got to be weird about it?
No.
What the
Nygaard's be
fuck is
tripping.
going on?
We need him out there. And
Yeah.
we need him to
You're
be
wild.
guy. He is explosive. He's fast. He's big. He's physical. He's got a fucking rocket of a shot.
Yeah. This is back check.
Go out there and be an asshole. Go out. I don't care. Like, you can't be playing cute. You can't be playing technical. You can't be playing, we have to make every perfect pass when you don't have your 2 best centers. You got to go out there and you just got to fuck shit up. See somebody in the other jersey and hit it. Go out there, muck shit up, get nasty pucks, get on the boards, win battles. You can't go into Tampa down your 2 best centers and win outskilling the Tampa Bay Lightning. It's never going to fucking happen.
Nope.
You got to go there and you got to be nasty. You got to be gritty. You got to piss them off and you got to win puck battles. And
That's
that's
the
where you
guys
need
that
a guy
called
like
up.
Kasper and MBN. That's what they're good at. Don't try to be Dylan Larkin. Go out there and be yourself. Be an asshole. And I hope they do it.
I need every single one of these former first rounders to step up out of Steve Yzerman's picks right here.
Yeah.
This is it. Every single one of them has been, through this now besides Nygaard. And you think about Raymond needs to be an X factor. Kasper, Nygaard need to step up from being some young bucks to being some actual talent that puts up points for this Red Wing team. And Seider and Edvinsson need to get in on the offense along with being anchors on the defense. And I need to see Seider as the best player on the ice every single night from here on out.
Falk's given us a big spark offensively too, so shout out to him as well.
Shout out.
It's not possible. Are you more nervous about Tampa or Dallas? I'm a little more nervous about Dallas.
They're equal in my eyes. They are 2 extremely tough games to win.
ASP's birthday today, by the way.
Yep. Happy birthday, ASP.
See, celebrating in Grand Rapids.
No, he's probably a healthy scratch.
21st, right?
Yep. I think so.
In PWU, Yzerman should have been fired 2 years ago. Stop.
Dude, Wings fans are worse than Lions fans.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
With what?
Being depressed.
To be fair, they were. It looks like she's dancing.
Shut up and giving the Red Wings some luck, dude. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, I get it though. They've been spoiled. We had just seen one conference championship.
Yeah,
game.
dude, my whole life was awesome up until about 10 years ago. And now it's been shit.
His cat died.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, might as well. They were in the playoffs my whole fucking life, but for the past 10 years, nope.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Now I have fucking back pain.
I need him. I need him to make the
Now I
playoffs.
stretch every
'Cause
day,
I've
dude.
dumped everything into the Red Wings since the Detroit Lions have kind of died.
DJ
And the fucked up part is the Detroit Lions didn't really die. They're just probably not going to win a Super Bowl.
They never lived. DJ Stanky Nuts with the super chat in there. Shout out. Great name.
DJ Stanky Nuts.
He's stanky. Would you fellas like to join the class action lawsuit against Brad Holmes for malpractice? I'm throwing impersonating an NFL GM in there as well.
Damn.
Man. All right. Well, DJ Stanky Nuts beckons. We have to answer the call. Thanks for letting us talk Red Wings a little bit, even though it's depressing as well.
I don't really let us. We just did it.
Yeah, we kind of just did it. I mean,
don't know how that happened.
The numbers were pretty good for it.
We just started.
Do we go to break and come back to Lions?
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, let's go to break
I'm
and
down.
come back to Lions. Let me tell you about Planet Fitness. Planet
Whatever
Fitness is the
his
home of the
picks, by the way,
judgment-free zone where anybody, we mean anybody, can get a full body workout in 30 minutes, and all memberships include fitness training. You get all that for just $15 a month. You can upgrade to the Black Card and get use of amenities like hydro massage, total body enhancement, and access to over 2,700 locations worldwide. Join in club or online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Get ready for the ultimate sports experience. Join former University of Michigan star and NFL sensation Braylon Edwards alongside the charismatic Shep.
Braylon Edwards, touchdown Michigan!
As they break down the latest in sports like never before. Tune into the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep.
Touchdown, Braylon Edwards!
Weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m. only on the Woodward Sports Network. Don't miss out on hot topics, insider insights, and the banter that keeps you coming back for more.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
MassageShares.com is the place to go. My guy, Dr. Eric Duncan, is holding it down. The largest massage chair showroom this side of the Mississippi. That's why he hosts the best, #1 massage chair review channel on the internet. Scan the QR code. Go see him in person at the corner of Woodward and Long Lake Road at the Massage Chair House.
Attention sports fans. We do not promote sexual gratification or the violence upon others in any way. Everything we do on this channel is in a satirical and comedic format.
Breaking news.
We are not real. You are not real. Please do not sue us. Okay.
Breaking news.
Really?
Kind of, sort of, kind of, yeah.
Is it? Don't be
Lions,
No,
baby.
it's something. I mean,
substantial.
Come on.
as substantial can get when it comes to the Detroit Lions in offseason, which is nothing. We're not
Cam
doing
Jordan?
nothing. AQM just signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Officially gone. You are
How
It's
much? Do we got a number?
1 year, $6 million. Does that sound doable to you folks? If you liked what you saw, I know Weezy D in there talking about 10 sacks a season. He's the second best passer on the
$6
team.
million?
$6 million.
That seems very fucking doable.
1 year. I'm sorry. It's worse than that, actually. A max value of $6 million. So that's one of those up twos. You got to work it up to 6.
I'm saying right now, Bradley.
We've all been there. No,
Bradley. I need to see an improvement at that position in free agency. I know you're going to draft one, and I know like that's what you better fucking draft one. But I need to see a legitimate free agent brought in at that position. If you like, I'm not the biggest Al-Qadim Muhammad stan. I loved what he did. I thought he was ahead of his skis last year, but he performed well when we needed to him, and he was cleaning up sacks. Up to $6 million is extremely fucking doable. And he is a guy that right now I would say is better than Ahmed Hassanin and is definitely better than, nobody. Because we only have 2 edge rushers on the roster right now. And one of them didn't play a snap last year. So you need to sign somebody. You need to bring in somebody, and they need to be better than Al-Quadin Muhammad because he just went for a very doable contract.
I want to bitch about it, but at the same time, I was one of the guys that was never super. He had a great season by his standard for sure, without a shadow of a doubt. I'm proud of him, happy for him getting a bag and what his career has been. But I'll be honest with you, like throughout the season, I was one always talking about it. Really not great against the run.
Yes,
and a lot of his stuff was mobile quarterbacks trying to extend plays and him capitalizing on it. So I'm not angry about it, but $6 million is like.
I'm not angry.
Up to $6 million should be well in your fucking wheelhouse. But again, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I'm fucking pissed about it. But it's very interesting to see a guy that you allegedly had liked before. Obviously, you got him contract beforehand, and you said you were proud of what he did this year. They're one of the only 3 pass rushing duos to get double-digit sacks apiece.
Yep.
Like you said all the good things about him. You said you didn't mind the pass rush. Well, if you weren't willing to bring him back up to $6 million, either you were lying, or we are fucked. If that is too high of a price to pay, then yeah, we are fucked. But like I said, much like with the Jared Goff restructure stuff, it has to happen. So I'm not freaking out because they have to sign an edge rusher. They have to. And like you said, he was very one-sided, and that's why he only received $6 million because we played the tape, and every time he was out there, they would run the ball right at him. But if you don't improve that position, I would for sure take a guy that's going to get you double-digit sacks for $6 million. If it's that or nobody, somebody said Tyler Lacey in the chat. No. You need to upgrade the position. I'm pretty high, but that blows me away. That's kind of
$6 million. $6 million is crazy.
Up to
$6 million.
That's my problem here. I mean, I would have loved to give him an incentive, right in deal here. Oh my God, he was 12th in the NFL in sacks, fellas. I mean, obviously it came at some opportunistic times for him, but he was 35th in pressures, which also isn't bad. If he can get you some pressures there, opposite Hutch. If he's not good against the run, guess what? 3rd down. What's up, brother? Yeah. Let's do this thing. Let's get to the quarterback. That's what this team has been lacking. I think if you get a guy that can play 1st and 2nd down on that edge, which they like to do in that build of Pascal, who they let go, that can be a really good run defender. How about Al-Quadin Muhammad comes in on 3rd down and just has to let loose and stays fresh? I mean, it's no surprise. Actually, you know what? It is a surprise. He let his own player go. That is surprising to me for that cheap.
Grant Stewart went to the Rams for $2.5 million a year.
And we were talking last year, you and I, that's the Alexander Loney replacement. Well, we were wrong.
We were wrong.
He's no longer here. I'm going to be a glass half full. I'm hoping I don't sound too angry about it. It's just surprising to me. That's all.
It is surprising.
Yeah.
It is surprising that they didn't match. I thought they liked him. I thought.
Yeah, he said so.
Yeah, I thought
he was kind of talking
there.
shit. Like, you guys said I wasn't addressing the edge position. Well, we got one of the 3 pairs to get double-digit sacks.
Yeah.
I thought we had a good pass rush last year. Like, you were talking your shit like you liked them. So clearly you fucking lied.
Not for.
Because up to $6 million is nothing.
Nothing.
A max value of $6 million is fucking nothing.
It's probably like 4 guaranteed or something like that.
Especially for that position.
Especially for a guy that got doubled. And it is. And the reason he got only up to $6 million was because he can't play the run. But, man. Are they like all in on Cam Jordan now? Like,
is it Cam Jordan, or do they love some players in the 4th round, fellas, and deep in this draft? I'm serious. They got 2 4ths, 2 5ths, 2 6ths. Like, is Brad like deep in his bag in his scouting? Because he has so many picks late, where he's just gonna take some swings. Because right now, I mean, in my eyes, Cam Jordan or Bosa, they got to bring him in.
They absolutely have to bring him in, because the thing that I have an issue with this is the reason why it's concerning to me is because it's not like we made our move and then he went and got an offer elsewhere. Like, he was on the tip. You haven't made your move yet. And that's what concerns me about this, is that every day players that could fit in this locker room. We saw 5-6 tweets yesterday of players that could fit in this locker room for this franchise just gone like that. A very gettable, very affordable contract. It feels like they're slow. They're slow to restructure Jared Goff. They're slow to make free agent moves. And that's the part that concerns me. It'd be one thing if they moved on and they picked somebody and they were like, all right, this is our guy. We're letting Mohammed walk. Fine. Okay, whatever. Agree to disagree. We could debate if it was a good move or not, but it's like you're letting everybody go. You're not even like making the move. You're leaving yourself completely dry. That's what I don't like about this.
Freddie Felt, Brad signs John Dingleberry from the Toronto Argonauts of the CFL. That's probably what's going to happen. It's, again, and someone said relax. I'm not mad. Again, I'm just surprised. I'm genuinely just surprised because, like you said, you said you liked them. And up to $6 million is very, very, very affordable. You're either doing something big or something bigger than that, or he is doing something big. And unfortunately, it's not going to be a free agent. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. It's Jack Campbell. This is the life we live. They're all pro. They're good players.
They are.
I mean, I don't. Yeah.
But, like, I don't think a fucking 1 year, $12 million deal to Joey Bosa is going to affect whether you can sign Jahmyr Gibbs or Jack Campbell or not. He's going to be off the books.
You could also void year the fuck out of that one.
Or void year Penei Sewell right now, who's already signed, who's going to be on. Sheila, I know you got $20 million in the bank. You can't tell me you don't got that much.
Brokey.
You go restructure Penei Sewell right now, and you have $20 million this year for free. And just give it to an edge rusher or two. Is it that crazy? That's why, like,
I mean, you could even structure the contract when you sign them that way.
Because it makes too much sense, and it's right there for them.
Spinning, even if you
for
didn't
them
want
not
to spend
to do
the 20 on a bonus, when you sign the contract for Joey Bosa, you could void year off the $12 million. $4 million here, $4 million there, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's, I don't know. But maybe that's what they're doing. We don't know. Free agency's not over. Joey Bosa's not signed. Jadeveon Clowney's not signed. There are still names out there. I'm just saying I was surprised by the AQM thing.
I don't like this because it feels like they're just gonna let everything get picked and they're just gonna take what's left. And that's what I don't like about this. Like that.
Yeah.
Like you can go out and make these moves now, but the fact that you're not making these moves lets me know that you're just gonna wait till whatever leftover food is there. You'll take it and you're good with that. And that's probably not getting you better in an offseason where you need to get better because your division is getting better.
We have a special guest coming on, Scott Bischoff, NFL media scout. He'll be joining us here shortly. First, we got to go to break. Smitty, tell us about Pure Psychiatry.
I'm going to need Pure Psychiatry. If Brad Holmes does not sign 2 veteran pieces in free agency on defense, I'm going to need 2 more. I'm going to need somebody to talk to. We talk about sports every day. Wins, losses, pressure, expectations, but real life, that's not always easy. At Woodward Sports, you're never alone, and neither is your mental health journey. Pure Psychiatry provides personalized psychiatric care designed specifically for you. No cookie-cutter plan. With 16 locations in Michigan and 2 in Ohio, they make getting help accessible and comfortable. If you've been thinking about taking that first step, visit PurePsychMI.com.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You know, you guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
How do you think you won? This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports. Congratulations to the real Coach of the Year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports. Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Not only is Art and Jake's my go-to spot for my NFL Sundays, my UFC Saturdays, and more, they're also the premier sponsor for the Romeo Lions Club St. Baldrick Festival happening this Saturday, March 14th in downtown Romeo. It's an incredible event where brave volunteers will shave their heads to help fund childhood cancer research. You can join them by visiting romeosb.com or donate yourself by scanning the QR code and help my guys at Art and Jake's reach their goal. What up, though? Welcome back to Whatever Waits Live, WordSports.com. He's joined by Spimo Reaction, Chris Nicholas Koloff, and also the one, the only, Scott Bischoff.
Hi, guys.
What's up, man? A long time no see.
Yeah.
Did you hear Spain's going to eat a live octopus if the Red Wings lose? Against
the next 2 games in a row. Not a live octopus. Dude, I said I'm going to eat 3 raw octopus tentacles.
He said
if they lose the next 2 games.
Why?
Content.
They're not gonna. So
they're gonna win one.
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna surprise everybody.
At Tampa, at Dallas, they'll take care of one of them. John Gibson will give me one.
Whatever. That's good.
Scott's a big hockey guy too. I want to ask a bunch of questions about that as well. But actually, I'll sneak one in. Who's the young guy that steps up in a hypothetical win?
The young guy that steps up. I don't know that there is one, to be honest. I mean, Gibson's going to have to steal a game. He just is.
Yeah.
He's right.
He is.
Smart man.
That is fair. Scott.
What's Brad doing?
Yeah, AQM just signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for a deal, max value up to $6 million. So not necessarily $6 million, up to $6 million. Brad said he liked a lot what he saw. Did he lie? He lied to us then, right? Or just not? They're not spending nothing this year.
Or is he broke?
I don't know. I would imagine there's a price point to which he's willing to go to on some of these players. I know he had a lot of sacks last year, but he is a depth piece. Just he is. I'm not saying it's wrong to be fretting about depth players, but I mean, we've seen it for the last couple of years. The injuries happen, and suddenly a guy like that does emerge. But he's older. I just can't imagine that he's a real big part of the future for them. So, they have one defensive end on the roster right now. Obviously, they need to do multiple things there. I mean, it's a great question. I don't think there's a real good answer for it. It doesn't matter what. It doesn't matter really. It doesn't matter what I say because they need bodies. They need players who can make plays. He did last year, and I shouldn't just be kind of sweeping him away. But really, I would hope that they have bigger plans for the position than the player who was let go, and is now in Tampa. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm with you, especially at the price point. And again, I was never the biggest AQM fan. I feel like a lot of that was him just not giving up and quarterbacks trying to extend plays. But just at the price point, if you said what you like, I don't know, it just doesn't add up for me, especially when you have nobody else. But the reason why I asked you on, Scott, is the signing of Larry Boehm, it's, as of now, would be your starting tackle, in my opinion, the opposite of Penei Sewell. Do you think that's the case? I mean, a lot of these other guys on the market are kind of just on par with him, maybe outside of Rasheed Walker.
I didn't necessarily think that they were going to be able to find a startable tackle in free agency. So, to me, that's coming in the draft. And yeah, I mean, there is a player who played with the Chargers last year who's super interesting to me. His name is Jamari Salyer. He played tackle for them. The Chargers lost Joe Alt and Rashawn Slater pretty early in the season, and he flexed out and he played I'm not saying he was a world beater, but he played at a reasonable level. But his floor is as a pretty good guard. To me, he's an interesting player. He's a guy. Now I don't know what his market is. I don't know exactly what they'd have to pay him. But I think the versatility to play tackle and kick inside to play guard makes him really interesting to me. So there's still that option. There's Rasheed Walker as an option, but there's also a big option in Trent Williams. Now, I know that's not necessarily
Talk dirty
the splashy
to me.
kind of thing that the Lions would do, but, I'm just going to say it. If you're telling me that you get Max Crosby or Trent Williams for 1 year, I'm taking Trent Williams with their offensive line. Now, I don't expect that to happen, but there are options out there. And then there are draft options where you don't absolutely have to have a left tackle. Obviously, you really want to have a left tackle. You don't want to have to move Penei Sewell just because you can. But they do have the luxury of having Penei Sewell on their roster, so it's not like it's hit. It's not like it's hit a home run at pick 17 or bust for where they currently are. And there are options for them. There are even options a little bit later in the draft too, where I think it'd be a little smoke and mirrors for it to happen really quick, but you just never know. But I mean, I understand the frustration and the little bit of what's happening because it doesn't feel like anything is really happening. With the exception of, I think that they solidified and swung at the most critical need that they had, which is at center. And I think you've stabilized that position. I would say the Lions are looking at their interior right now, and with the addition of Juice Scruggs and Cade Mays, Miles Frazier potentially playing guard, with Christian Mahogany, with Tate Ratledge, and thinking, all right, we're pretty good on the interior, and obviously you have Penei Sewell. There's competitiveness there. There's younger players there. You know what I mean? It's not like you're not starting some of the older, more problematic players that we saw last year, like Cologne being in the starting lineup at times. And I think they're in a better place with their 4 offensive linemen, and now it's trying to solidify the tackle, whether that's going to be a right tackle in the draft or a left tackle.
And that's where I am. You said it earlier about moving Penei to left tackle. Me personally, I wouldn't want to do that if I didn't have to, because you want to keep the continuity. You want to keep him and Tate next to each other for another year. But I also see the only 2 guys in this draft that I would draft and feel comfortable starting at left tackle would be Mawagoa and Monroe Freeling. And if they are both off the board, the guy that I'm thinking that the Lions are gravitating towards is Caden Proctor. But also, is he like a Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell guy? He came to camp overweight. He seems unmotivated at times, but the athleticism is obviously there. The physical traits, the versatility, what he could be. Again, if we sign Trent Williams, who would be the perfect fucking guy for him to learn behind? But Caden Proctor, is there some reality to that?
I mean, yeah, there's some reality to that. I worry that he is one of these Alabama tackles who's just a huge, massive player, but a player with some limitations and some problems in his game. He doesn't have great balance. Generally speaking, if he's going to get beat, it's because he oversets to the outside and he doesn't have the foot quickness to redirect back inside, so players can exploit him there. Nobody's going to argue if they make Proctor the pick at 17, but there is another player, the right tackle from Arizona State, Max Iheanacho.
Yeah,
I think that at this point in time, it's sort of like you're trying to find the guys who can play left tackle, and if we're approaching it from that perspective, I think he can. He is 6'6" and 320 plus pounds. He is, I want to say he measured in just under 34 inches arms at the combine, but those measurements are a little weird this year, and last year they were too. Long arms, he's super athletic. Like, he is a freak athlete. I don't think there's any problems with him having to go play, having to move from, say, playing right tackle at Arizona State to kicking over to the left side. I think you can do that because he is really athletic. He is very powerful. So I mean, that's another player where at pick 17, I think it's going to be. Right now, I'm sure people listening are like, what the hell is this guy talking about? But I think when we get to it,
I'm with you.
Players like that who are going to rise simply because of their ability to flex out and play tackle. So I mean, there are options. I would think he would be a pretty high level guard too, just because of his ability to move his feet and get out into space and do some things that way. So if he did have to play guard for 1 year, let's say left guard, and then kick out to play left tackle in year 2, that's kind of a perfect scenario.
Talking about Max.
Yeah, Ahina Chor. Proctor, I think Proctor could be a really, really good guard. Just because of the limiting the lateral space that he has to play in, and he's very heavy. He is very physical. It's just there are some issues inside his game where you go, man, at the NFL level with quicker guys, maybe even more powerful guys, he will struggle at times. But I would understand them making that pick.
Yeah,
I like Inchauer a lot too, and I saw he didn't even start playing football until junior college, and he's only 21, right?
Yeah.
So in my mind, if you work yourself up to become an NFL draft prospect in that short of time, I think that's a great foundation to build something. In my opinion, it may take a minute to get there,
and you
but
can see he's got more ceiling to get to as a player.
Yes. How about Blake Miller out of Clemson?
Blake Miller is a right tackle only.
Okay.
He's played for a long time at Clemson. He's played at a reasonably high level. My expectation for him is he'll be a late first or an early second round pick. He is not nearly as athletic as a player like Freeling or a player like Ahina Chor, but as a stable foundational player, as a right tackle, sure. If you're moving Sewell and you can sell yourself on the idea that he's going to play right tackle for you at a reasonable level for a while, yeah, sure. Just 17 feels early for him, but it's a position they need to resolve.
If say by an act of God, Monroe Freeling falls out of the top 10, and Miami's sitting there at 11. Obviously, they're entering somewhat of a rebuild, and would probably want to acquire as many picks as they possibly can to fuel that. What would it take the Lions to move up to 11 from 17 to get? Because I did it in like a mock draft thing, and I gave up 17 and next year's second round pick.
Probably more than that.
I don't think that's enough. Considering Miami would be going back to 17 and then getting really nothing else in this year's draft to do that. I understand that the 2027 draft is going to be a really good draft, but I think you'd have to give up more. I think you'd probably have to give up.
Well, if I throw a fourth in there, we got a couple of those.
No, I think you probably have to give up. You probably have to give up pick 50 and next year's second to even get into that conversation, and they're just not in a great place to do that. But 2-3 years from now, if Freeling's playing at a good level, it doesn't really matter.
What about?
Yeah, do you view Freeling as that type of prospect worthy of doing that?
Yeah, I mean, I do, but I can understand why other people don't. But I do.
My original thought is trade next year's first and, whatever you need to get another first this year. So maybe you could get 11 by trading next year's first and next year's second and get 2 of those guys and get a Monroe Freeling and then get one of those guards too and just be ready to go. Like, I mean, it's kind of crazy, but I feel like that would solidify your offensive line for the next fucking 10 years if you did that.
But think about missing and getting nothing out of the 2026 class and nothing out of the 2027 class because you traded it. You'd have to have a lot of conviction on the 2 players you'd be getting for sure. You would.
I believe in Monroe Freeling. I think he's going to be a stud.
Yeah,
I would do like anything to make him our left tackle for the next 10 years.
You said you understand why people wouldn't view him that way. What are those things? Like, what are the knocks that don't make him bad?
He's 21. He's played 1.5 seasons at Georgia. He's a little bit raw at times. There's some detractors. He's not like a people mover kind of player in the running game, although he's very technical and he does good things there. I think the biggest thing would be this, is that in a kind of a perfect world scenario, he doesn't play much in year one.
Yeah.
He just kind of grows and figures it out. Are the Lions really in a situation where they can get nothing out of the first round, out of their first round?
No.
In 2026, not really. Although long term, I think it would make a bunch of sense. Now, if the Lions sign the guard tackle combo dude from the Salyer dude from the Chargers, it gives you the flexibility to do that. He can play tackle for a little bit of time, and Freeland could come in week 8 or whatever and start for you, and that guy could go play inside as a guard and be a high level guard for you. You could do those kind of things, but again, you'd have to have conviction in and around what Freeling is as a player. He went to Georgia. That checks the box, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's 21. He's 6'7" plus. He has like an 80. Yeah. He's super athletic, and he's got all the length you could possibly want. He's just a touch raw, but to me, I get intrigued by the things that they're going to grow into. And if you knew that you had I just view it like if you knew you had a Taylor Decker clone for the next 8 to 10 years playing at left tackle for your roster, wouldn't you just say, yeah, let's go get that guy? Right?
Exactly.
So, right. But it's not just as, that would be the argument that I would be screaming at the top of my lungs inside their war room. Like,
yeah.
Because no matter who you take at pick 17, that player is going to come with a projection. In some ways, like Tyleik Williams last year, what did he really do in year one? So there is a runway that all these guys need. I just think the ceiling for a player like Freeling is so high, and the stability that he might provide down the road would be worth going to get. But I also know that going to reach and trade up for a player would be a giant swing from a group of decision makers who really haven't done those kind of things yet.
That's a great point. Speaking of things they don't typically do, Brad Holmes said publicly, I address needs through free agency and draft and trying to get the best player available. Is there a world where 17 is not a tackle and it's just BPA on the board?
Sure. Yeah.
Don't talk to Scott.
There are tackles. There are tackles in round. They're going to be players a little later. Who are intriguing, kind of. Markel Bell from Miami is not going to be a first round player. He's huge,
giant,
right? And I think you'd feel relatively comfortable, with him, on one side, and if you give him a little bit of tight end help, it's cool. It doesn't have to be at pick 17. I could see them taking a safety. I could see them finally hitting the edge position with a player like Akeem Messidor,
that'd be
or
cool
maybe one, right? Like, he's going to be 25 this summer, but I think he enters the NFL ready to go. He's got a unique bag of he's got an arsenal of pass rush tools. So it just depends. I don't expect Holmes to spend a bunch of money on swing for the fences kind of players. We'll see what the next couple of weeks bring. He's kind of done this where he's addressed a huge need, and I really hope people understand just how critical the center position, the need was.
Yeah.
It doesn't. I don't think the tackle position matters much. I don't think the edge position matters much. If you didn't address the center position, I don't know that any of this was really going to matter.
Jared Goff would have been running for his life again.
Yeah, and then like if people want to know what I'm talking about, just like cue up the Minnesota when they play the Vikings, what the Vikings do just by walking linebackers up to the A gaps.
Mm-hmm.
What that does for Goff, it's not great, right? So I think you've gotten a scenario where Mays is a really good player as a pass protecting center, and that stabilizes everything on the interior, which makes the quarterback more comfortable. And we've seen it. When Goff is comfortable, the offense hums. When he's not, it doesn't really matter what's happening. The offense is problematic. So I hope people understand just how critical the center move in free agency was. It is a huge move for them.
The entire interior offensive line. That's why I wouldn't be mad if they – I don't expect them to go guard, but if they take one of those tackles that will play guard year one and then maybe bump out the left tackle then. Like I think that makes all the sense in the world. I just wish Taylor Decker was here in that experiment or in that movement.
I don't think we can do it now without Decker being here.
Yeah.
I think you need like if you start Larry June at left tackle, you're not making the playoffs.
They got easy schedule. They still make it.
I think Borum is, to go back to him for just a second, I think he is a swing tackle. I think he's competition with Giovanni Manu. I really do.
I agree.
In the end, I can't see them unless they're going to start unless the plan is to move Sewell already and to allow him to play at right tackle for them. It doesn't make a bunch of sense that they would just be settled at that position with what they've already done. So we'll see. You know, there's more time. I look at a player like Jaquan Brisker. I think he's interesting. The safety from the Bears. You could use a coverage safety because you just don't know what's going to happen with Joseph and Branch. You could use, they brought back Rock Ya-Sin. That's an important piece.
Yes.
But again, none of this is sexy stuff.
Huge.
It's not big name stuff. So I would expect more of the same and sort of like just filling needs, short-term needs, allowing them to go into the draft and take the best players that fall to them.
See, my thing with Borum, though, is like I don't think they'd prioritize swing tackle over their actual tackle position. Like, I think he's being considered, or like you said, for the right tackle's position. And then Panay's bumping out to left. And I had a conversation with Panay, but that was years ago, where he wants to play left tackle. And I know on days where they've given veterans days off, Panay practice, and he wanted to practice at left tackle. So I think that's the move.
I look at the money they gave Borum and the term.
Did something come out for that yet? I haven't seen anything like official on the money.
Still hasn't come out, I don't think.
But you need to. I mean, I think that'll be the tell. But it's not like they didn't give him a bunch of money. They didn't commit to him in the long term. So, the tell is, have they moved Sewell to left tackle in their minds already? And that's what'll be important to know. Long term, because it is easier to replace the right tackle than it is a left tackle. It's nice that you have a player like Sewell on your roster where you go,
hell yeah, we
know he can play at a very high level on the left side. It's easier to fill the right tackle position. We didn't talk about Caleb Lomu.
Yeah,
he might be an option for them, although I don't love his game.
Me either.
Of all the guys available, I think Ahian Achor is the one for me that's the most intriguing with the upside to grow into something.
I agree.
And real quick, last one before we let you go, Scott. Appreciate you joining us again. I've been I've been doing all the mock drafts I do. The first one I did was in like the perspective of Brad Holmes. Like I did it from what I think he would do.
I'm a black man.
Wow. And I took Kendrick Falk in the first round, and then I took Blake Miller in the second round. But since I've been doing ones that I would want to do, everything I'm doing is trying to get Monroe Freeling in the first round, and I find myself continuously falling in love with Danny Dennis Sutton in the second round with his insane athleticism. I know he's not the biggest defensive end, which Brad normally doesn't like, but he's got the frame to pack on another 15 pounds if he needs to, and the production that he had playing alongside elite players like Abdul Carter and then being the elite player still at Penn State. Is he realistically going to fall to the 50, or would they have to? Because I feel like it's hard to see him being there at 50.
I'm with you. I think it's hard to see a player he was 6'6", 256. The measurables are just nuts. 10'11" broad jump, 39.5 vertical.
Yeah.
4'6", 340. The most important thing for the pass rushers is cracking 7 seconds in the 3-cone drill. And he did. He ran a 6.90 3-cone time, which is just nuts for a player his size. It doesn't always show up watching him, but there are moments when it really does, where you go, wow, this dude can go. I mean, he closes, he can do it all. He just doesn't do it super consistent, but he is physical. He will set the edge. the Lions and some of the people in and around them for the last couple of years believe that you got to earn your right, to rush the passer. He will do those things. In a market with players like T.J. Parker and maybe some of the more undersized pass rushers, I could see him falling to 50. Although, generally speaking, NFL people love that prototype of
why is no one talking
bigger,
about this
longer
guy?
guys, plenty of arm length with the explosiveness and all that stuff. If you found a way to roll into him at pick 50, you're cooking. That's good. That would be really good. Now, again, it'd be great if you had like Joey Bosa or Cam Jordan. Or somebody like that.
Nice.
Right? Like it'd be great if you had one of those guys, and then Dennis Sutton becomes your edge 3. That would be really good. We'll see.
That would be my perfect offseason is everybody that you just talked about, one of those two veterans, Joey Bosa or Cam Jordan, or anybody to that level, really. I'm not getting picky at this point.
Yeah.
Danny Dennis Sutton and Monroe Freeling. I think you win the North, and I think you win a playoff game with that. I don't think you get to a Super Bowl, but I think you'd be right on board to being back to where you were.
I don't even think Daniel Jeremiah has him in his top 50. This is nuts.
There is a pathway for all this to happen. It's just, it's got to play itself up.
Ping pong balls have to fall in the Lions' favor. And Scott, we appreciate you so much joining, and obviously we're going to get you more and more involved as the draft coverage starts to cook up. Do you have anything that you want to tell the people about that you got going on, or where they can find more of your draft coverage?
Like personally, just stuff or kidding? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, what are you eating for dinner tonight?
Yeah. What's what are your weekend plans?
Did you take out the garbage?
Pizza, running to Home Depot a little bit later. Got a full day planned.
Well, then I'll tell you what. You guys can find Scott right here on the Heavyweights.
Yes.
I'm gonna be bugging you all draft season if you're ready for that one.
We're good. Thanks for having
Scott,
me on.
appreciate you so much, man.
Thank you, Scott.
See you guys.
Scott, thanks.
I wonder. No one's talking about that kid.
I talked about him last week.
Yeah, he did. This week.
Yesterday.
I'm looking at Daniel Jeremiah's top 50 right now. He's not in there.
Yeah.
How is that guy not?
I don't know.
Did production too?
Yeah, 8.5 sacks past 2 years, like both years.
I wonder if he's like a serial killer.
He played alongside
Former 5-star, I believe, as well.
Yeah, former 5-star. He played alongside
6'6".
Abdul Carter, had 8.5 sacks, and then last year when he was the man, he had 8.5 sacks.
They say the two things for the edge rushers: your 10-yard split, and then that 3-cone drill. He hit both those numbers.
Yeah, and he's
got
got
having production.
Long ass arms.
Top 6'6".
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I'm telling you, he played at like 270 at Penn State, so
I would trade into like 32 to grab him.
I like him a lot. I would, if Brad traded one of those 4th-round picks to move up in the 2nd round to make sure they get him, I would be really. If Brad Holmes came out of this offseason with Cam Jordan, Danny Dennis Sutton, and Monroe Freeling, I'd kiss him on the mouth.
You know what? Let me hit that.
After you eat the octopus.
After I eat the octopus, because that would be.
Did you see an octopus?
That would be a perfect. That would be a perfect offseason.
Did you just eat a fucking octopus before you kissed me?
After seeing your big D explosion.
I feel like it's a little bit of pipe dream though. I love you, but that's.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Those are two guys you're gonna move up for, or take one at 17, and it's not Monroe Freeling.
No, move up for Monroe Freeling, and
What are you doing? First rounder next year?
yeah, 2nd round next year and whatever else. 3rd round, 2nd and 3rd next year. Boom, boom.
See, I'm just not. Obviously Freeling is probably like the top 3, one of the top 3 tackle prospect in this class, without a doubt. But I don't know if I'm like willing to like sacrifice like future
I am.
picks to go get him. I don't know if he's like that tier of tackle.
Like,
Are you falling in love with him out of these tackles, Spencer,
Yeah.
or are you falling in love with him out of
As an
all
elite
tackle
prospect.
I am
prospects?
falling in love with him out of these tackles, and it's because, like I said multiple
Yeah, that
times,
makes more sense.
I don't want the Lions to be close to the top 10 again in the next 4 years. So you get your tackle when you can't. Because if you're looking to draft your left tackle of the future when you're at 24, it's going to be a lot harder.
So I feel like this.
Unless you're taking a legit gap year. Unless you're saying, all right, we're going to be in the top 10 again
and
next
that's
year.
what some of this could be. Like Brad not making the investment is him being like, yeah, you know what, this is probably not going to be the year. I don't want to take any big swings right now, which I would get. To be honest with you, because like, the way we're looking at it was like, yeah, I don't know. We're not really like where we've
Has
been.
it been a gap year for 4 years? You haven't taken a big swing yet.
Yeah, it's fair.
Was it
But
a
he's
gap
done
year
something.
where coming off of the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
Like I said, he
Hell of a
is
gap
top
year.
3 in this class of tackles, but this class of tackles really only has like one premier guy, and even people are talking about him being a guard, and that's Mainoa.
Yeah.
So it's like I'd rather chill at 17 and take a
Give me
Even
Freeling.
hour.
Give me Danny. Give me Cam Jordan. And
Can't wait
you're
to
winning the
see you
playoff.
at draft night.
give me an hour and then draft back up to get this fucking Dennis Sutton kid. I mean, this shit's insane. I can't believe no one's talking about him. I'm gonna text Connor. All right.
I find the diamonds in the rough.
Detroit Lions did make a free agency signing that we'll talk about when we come back. But Face, we got to pay a lot of bills.
Yeah.
Start with Loom.
Let me
Loom
tell you
and
about
Buddies.
Loom. Go to loom.com and find a dispensary near you. Well, not a dispensary, a weed shop near you today. Find it selling some Loom.
Find it.
Find it. Use promo code TaxBreak80 if you spend $80 or more. You'll get 40% off. And remember, all first-time customers get a free shake ounce. Screenshot this and show it to them at your Loom cannabis near you today.
And
Loom.com.
when you're off the Loom, hit up Buddies for some original Detroit-style pizza. Make it a Detroit-style watch party with Buddies Pizza. Save 20% on a catering order of $200 or more with the promo code Woodward20. And guys, stay tuned for that Good Friday, Tigers opening day in Detroit. Buddies Pizza will be having a live watch party at their downtown Buddies. Make sure you are tapped in for that. It's Buddies Pizza, home of the original Detroit-style pizza. Check it out.
Detroit has the best sports fans in the world. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network. Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
I know free agency's guys going crazy, but let's pause and take a second because Gold Crown got the Royal Junior Jesters, 5 pre-rolls, 3.5 grams, coated in keef, infused with resin. Listen, these aren't your grandma's pre-rolls. These are Why Am I So Locked In? Why am I crying watching Rugrats now pre-rolls?
You know, dude, Chucky lost his mom, bro. Chucky hasn't got a mom to dance with.
It's perfect for game day, celebrating wins, or when your team's down bad. No rolling, no prep, just light it. Michigan made, premium quality. Next time you're at this dispo, ask for Royal Junior Jesters because you're going to smoke and smoke like royalty.
And let me tell you about Lady Jane's. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. Stop in, sit down, relax, get an award-winning haircut from one of our lovely, talented stylists. You get a hot leather neck shave, a scalp massage, a hot towel treatment. All of that wrapped into one in the King's treatment. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. It's wicked awesome.
Bryce was watching that movie, actually, Rugrats in Paris. That's
Great
a very
movie.
sad scene.
It is a very sad scene.
He said, you can't think of what he wants from the Bob father.
Yeah.
That's how I want mommy to dance with. Rip. That's
Yeah, dude. R.I.P.
I'll
Chuck.
fucking
Shout out
cry
Chuck,
right now,
man. Chucky's the good one, too. He's like the nicest little
Yeah.
nerd one.
Little nerd kid.
Yeah.
Chris, you want to say
He's not
something?
those fucking twins. Those kids are pieces
those
of shit.
kids. Those
dude.
kids are wild.
They're real
Some
pieces of
badass
shit,
kids.
Yeah,
dude.
those kids are the problem with this world.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Lil.
Yeah, Phil and Lil, man.
They're always like eating shit.
eating crayons and shit.
Hey, you want to eat my fucking shit? Like
Yeah.
that's, I feel like
Oh,
someone
man.
eating worms and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
You remember that I Think You Should Leave, Spencer, where they're booing the babies? That's those,
Yeah,
that's
oh,
those
yeah.
two twins. But no, I had a question. You guys brought it up at the end here, and we got a short segment here, so I wanted to ask, like the idea of gap year, should the Lions actually take it? I know none of us want that to be the case, but looking at this team, does it make the most sense to actually do that?
Chris, kind of. I don't see this team as one that I'd be willing to invest in all and move in. There's just too many holes right now. I think you have some questions at the left guard spot.
Yep.
We truly don't even know who's going to start there.
Nope.
You clearly have a question at the left tackle spot.
Yep.
I don't know if Kirby Joseph's coming back.
Nope.
We don't know what Brian Branch can look like when he comes back.
Yep.
You have no edge.
Nope.
Like there's too many holes to fill to take a big swing and be like, yeah, Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like you got way too much shit to fix right now. So yeah, I do think this. I think Brad sees it that way. I mean, look at this offseason. Not doing nothing. Not making any commitment even beyond this year. A lot of these deals we signed, Pacheco, 1-year deal. The kid we're about to talk about, 1-year deal. How long do we sign? May's got 3 years.
May's got 3 years.
Which, I mean, you need that. That's
needed
a center
that.
for sure. But
Yep.
I do think Brad's looking at this, which, again, I'm not even blaming him. It kind of makes sense.
It does make sense, especially if you're broke. But also, it doesn't make sense because you could spend money and fix it. Like, you have money you can create. You don't have to sit here and be broke.
But it's
and
also
be
a
ass.
peak free agency class. Like, there's not that many guys worthy of spending the money on.
I think you sign a couple of these defensive players, and you signed what's his name, the tackle, Braden Smith instead of Larry June, which is what, $5 million more because Larry's probably around 3 to 5, I would assume, for a 1-year deal. We still don't know what that is yet. And you sign 2 of those edge rushers for a combined maybe $20 million. You're a playoff team, no doubt. You're winning the North, no doubt, and you're probably competing for an NFC championship game.
100%. I think to say that you should take a gap year is insane after we saw what happened last year when teams like Seattle, teams like New England
Seattle's incredible.
They didn't make the playoffs the previous season.
Yeah.
They got out and they upgraded their roster like actual franchises do. New England and Seattle, two teams notoriously known for winning in the last 15 years, went out there, spent money, and they went to the Super Bowl. Seattle won it with who at quarterback, boys?
Sam Darnold.
Sam effing Darnold. You have St. Brown. You have Sewell. You have Laporta. You have Hutch. You have these high-end talented guys, Jahmyr Gibbs. You have J-Mo. I don't want to hear a gap year ever in my life. Brad Holmes should be trying to win every single goddamn year. I would have signed Braden Smith. I would have moved Sewell to left. I still would have signed Mays. And then, boom, you got to figure out left guard. Good luck to you.
But you're not
Maybe
making a
you
commitment.
Take the best
You're not
left guard
paying
in
a
the
Braden
draft.
Smith,
Yeah.
though. Braden Smith sucks. I'm almost said a bad word. Braden Smith's not that great.
Okay, put an average tackle at right.
But you just got too much to fix. The Seahawks kind of had the foundation shit. They needed the quarterback, and then what was the other sign they made outside of that?
They needed a quarterback. That's way worse than what we need.
We need multiple things, though, is what I'm telling you. And they're
and-
not necessarily there.
and
The
you-
guys
you
available
can
to you to
pay-
grab aren't there.
I think if you wanted to, you can make it happen. And with the violent nature of the NFL,
In the context of Patriots, the easiest schedule ever.
and we have a 4th place schedule next year.
Yeah, but
just
I'm
like
saying
the
the Patriots
Patriots
would have the
did.
easiest schedule
If we, with the violent nature of the NFL, with what goes on a game-to-game, play-to-play basis, with guys like Frank Ragnow and other offensive linemen who are Hall of Fame bound if they didn't retire early, retiring before the age of 30, gap years don't exist. A gap year is a year wasted for your best players. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Penei Sewell. We don't know if those guys are going to play next year, let alone in 5 years when we finally figure it out. You cannot take a year for granted.
It's gap year, brother. Jim,
Then you're not serious. Then you're not a serious team.
No way Campbell thinking gap year. Campbell's not thinking gap year. Campbell has to win games for sure, without a shadow of doubt.
Coach, yeah. That's
General Manager Brad Holmes, who's managing finances, managing contracts, they think gap years. Same thing with all these teams that tank in the NBA. They're not. The players and coaches don't want to fucking tank.
Well, NBA
It's the front office.
NBA is different team building than NFL.
Shut the fuck
But
up, Chris.
That's 100% true, though. You disagree?
No, I think it's the front office that want to tank more than the player. The
No,
players, yeah.
no, I'm saying,
Yeah,
but that NBA and NFL franchise are built differently. Like they're
no, they do. But I'm saying it's the front offices that want
Yeah.
to tank, not the
no,
guys in action.
Yeah, obviously,
playing for the jobs.
But my thing is too is like another sign of it was that you were willing to just give Calvin Shepard another chance. Like you know,
a lot of signs point to gap year.
Yeah.
It does. And if they don't draft a tackle, it's 100%. If they don't draft a tackle in the first round, it's 100% a gap year.
I think DNC makes a rare good point here. 3 years without a playoff win. Real franchises don't, won't, and can't accept that. I think that's true.
Not real.
It's facts. All right, let's go to break. We'll come back. Let's get happy. We got Isaiah Pacheco audio
Buster
from
Scruggs,
from
gate
his-
year.
All right.
Transition that, buddy.
We got audio from Isaiah Pacheco's introductory press conference that we're going to get to. But first, let me tell you about Mad Packs. Go to getmadpacks.com and find a store near you carrying the best product in the game. You heard of the Ilos? You heard of the Boom Shakalakas? Now you can get their own line of concentrates, their Blue Night Live rosin. It is legit. If you dab, I know Detroit Dabber at least dabs in the chat. If you're a dabber, go get some of this. It is elite stuff. If you don't like the waxes, if you don't like the super, ultimate THC high, whatever, you can go get regular joints. They got flower only pre-rolls. You can get those as well, and it's some of the best flower in the game. Go to getmadpacks.com.
Get ready for the ultimate sports experience. Join former University of Michigan star and NFL sensation Braylon Edwards alongside the charismatic Shep.
Braylon Edwards, touchdown Michigan!
As they break down the latest in sports like never before. Tune into the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep.
Touchdown, Braylon Edwards!
Weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m. only on the Woodward Sports Network. Don't miss out on hot topics, insider insights, and the banter that keeps you coming back for more. Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shep Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you. We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Buying a home or refinancing is a big decision, and just like in sports, you need the right team behind you. That's why we're proud to welcome Supreme Lending to the Woodward Sports family. As a full-service lender, they boast a 99% close-on-time rate and a 97% customer satisfaction score. But the game changer is that when you apply for an eligible loan, mention Woodward Sports so you will receive up to $500 off your appraisal.
Damn.
To score this deal, call the numbers on your screen and talk to Chad and Chris at Supreme Lending today.
Listen, as someone who's purchased a home, that $500 could mean a lot during that process.
Yep.
But, I mean, you buy a house, you're like sick. Like, I'm buying a house, you forget. Unless the house comes with it. Fridge, dishwasher, fucking dryer,
Couches,
washing machine.
Lawnmower.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's the first one I think of, too.
Need the
more?
housing market
Yeah.
to crash.
Yeah, $500
That's
comes
why
in
my
handy.
house was not fully furnished, but pretty much fully furnished, which was clutch.
Yeah, that was clutch. Shout out.
Shout out, Paige.
Chill ass Chris.
Appreciate you. Love
Shout
you.
out to TaskRabbit, too, to help finish.
Shout out TaskRabbit, yeah. I'll play SIBO.
My little
Wait, who's TaskRabbit?
It's like, so you know how lazy I am. Like,
You're not lazy.
well, I'm lazy for certain things. I'm not lazy. Like, I move a lot. I do a lot of things, but I don't like doing things when I'm not on the schedule of things that I do every day, if that's hard to explain.
No, 100%.
Like after I get done from the gym and everything, after work and stuff, I just want to lay down and doom scroll reels. And like on the weekends, my like 1 day off a week, I don't want to go anywhere or do anything. And so I ordered this like nightside table with LEDs and like a plug-in on it on the side of it off Amazon, and we got to put it together. And I was banking on my dad doing it while we were moving in, but we never got to it. And so it was just sitting in a box for fucking like a month. And my boy Chris saw it. He's like, "You're never gonna put that together, are you?" I was like, "No." I was like, "I'll give you $20 if you do it." And he did it. And we looked it up, and there's like this app where you can hire people to come like build things for you.
Yeah.
And it's called like TaskRabbit or something like that.
Oh,
It just sounds
like they're doing.
My freaky little TaskRabbit. Yeah.
My little piggy.
It's a little spin goblin.
I bought a what the hell is the bidet?
Yeah.
And I just never fucking
Oh,
attached
dude,
it.
you should do that. That's
I
not
know.
that hard. That's just you just disconnect the pipe and connect it back.
All right. Apologize. Football now.
Football.
We got a super chat in there real quick. Let me find it. I apologize. This is from Ricky. Gap year. This is professional F1 football. You're either trying to win or you're not a serious organization and don't want my money, or get the fuck out, Brad. And that's all good and dandy. Unfortunately, Ford Field House is up to what? 270,000 people? I mean, how many people came there for the WrestleMania?
A lot.
Like it's
like close to 30,000, I think, right?
You just won, brother. Unfortunately, like, they don't care. Tom Brady, the most winningest motherfucker of winningest motherfuckers, more rings than Michael Jordan, tried to shut down Max Crosby last year so they tanked for that first pick. The front office thinks different than the players and coaches. This is how it is.
Yeah, 100%.
And by the way, again, like, I'm not mad at this being a gap year. Like, when you get your shit in line, take the swing. 2 years ago, our shit was in line.
Yeah, should have took the swing.
And they didn't take the swing.
They didn't take the swing.
This would not be the year to do it.
That's why I'm glad the Bears didn't take the swing, because that would have hurt. Well, I mean,
yeah, they
swing's
might.
still there.
They still might.
The pitch is still hanging. But
Yeah,
I think he's
the ball's
going
still
to, I think
teed
it's
up
the
on that
Cowboys,
one.
dude.
He'd said.
Do you think
dude,
Brad,
last night,
do you
Raider
think Brad's
for life.
in the war room right now, trying to get Max Crosby to happen?
No.
No.
Do you?
I would like. I
He's
pretend.
we need a wellness checkup, my guy, or something.
I pretend he is.
I saw somebody
In
tweet.
my head he
You
is.
can't. It was like the.
I need to do this for
It was
easy.
like this meme, and it was like you can't. No, you can't complain about the edge rushers when we don't have any.
Fucking smart.
All right.
God damn it. God damn.
Let's. Do we want to keep dooming, or do we want to hear?
I got some less doomy stuff if we want to run it.
Yeah, well, we
Yeah,
got
we
some
got some
audio
news real
here.
quick.
Yeah, we got some news. So we're gonna
Let's get the
checked
news
up.
out the way, and then we'll go. Nick's got a top 10
Yeah,
for agency
yeah.
list.
Hold your horses there, buddy.
Tasmanian Devil.
Detroit Lions signed defensive back from Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Christian Isian. He's a little bit of a hybrid safety / nickelback.
Avonte Maddox replacement.
Look at this.
Targeted 9
photograph.
times last year. 7 catches for 76 yards. But, and I posted them all on X if you want to check them out. Because if you do check them out, some of them were like those like quick little underneaths that he came through and tackled right away. So I think he is probably going to be your safety for Brian Branch, your box guy till he comes back, and then a nickel from there. And it's kind of like your Meek replacement, in my opinion, who has the versatility to play safety.
I think it's the Avonte Maddox replacement. But he's more of the Amik type of player.
Yeah.
Like Maddox is more safety than corner.
Yeah.
But this guy sucks.
Yeah, Max makes more sense.
Yeah, because like I want
Small
I
guy,
want
though.
Rock Ya-Sin
He's
playing.
5'8". Not a big guy. Not a rangy guy.
Can't imagine being.
I don't know why they love short cornerbacks.
Why do
I have
they
no
love
clue.
short
I have no clue.
cornerbacks?
They're little piggies.
Bitches.
You're gonna be my little piggy.
No, don't like that.
It's the Kyler Murray effect. The short little legs just move so quick when they run. He thinks they're faster than they are.
I want our 3 starting corners to be the 3 healthiest of DJ Reed, Ennis Rakestraw, Terrion Arnold, and Rock Ya-Sin. I don't want this guy starting.
He might start at the beginning of the year, though.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
We have breaking news in the NFL as Kyler Murray has signed a 1-year deal with the Minnesota Vikings.
5'9", damn, she fine. I'm sorry.
That was perfect timing on your guys' part, bringing up Kyler.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was the writing.
I knew that was happening.
The writing was kind of on the wall.
Yeah.
That makes me nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
Kevin O'Connell.
They won 9 games last year, and they had Max Brosmer and J.J. McCarthy, maybe the worst combination of quarterbacks in the history of the NFL. And Kyler Murray, yeah, he's a midget. Yeah, he loves Call of Duty too much. Yeah, whatever. Where's the rest of you? But he's that's the best Family Guy skit ever. These guys get along like an old person and a midget. Where's the rest of you? But he's talented. And Kevin O'Connell is a very, very good offensive mind. I don't think a lot of Detroit fans give Kevin O'Connell the respect he deserves. And if they won 9 games with Max Brosmer and J.J. McCarthy, I think it's pretty easy to say they can be in double digits with Kyler Murray.
Yeah, I think Kyler Murray's a bitch as well. But
yeah, I don't like Kyler Murray that much.
We lost to Max Brosmer. I mean, it's so much for the fact that I don't really care too much, to be honest with you. Like, I don't threaten me none. They're already beating us. So it's kind of like already like what it is. They already got the recipe for disaster for us, and it's charging up the middle.
And I'm sorry to all midgets out there. I love the vertically challenged.
I'm going to say this. I think he's going to be highly successful. I think the Minnesota Vikings make the playoffs. I do think the Bears take a step back with that being said. But also a positive of this.
We're so gay.
The Vikings officially have blown a top 10 pick with quarterback J.J. McCarthy, the way that they're going out and drafting Kyler Murray. So the Vikings completely blew drafting J.J. McCarthy at number 10 in the 2024 NFL Draft. Shout out the Minnesota Vikings old GM for that one.
But Nick,
by the way, they
listen.
had 2 first-round picks in that draft, and they missed on both. Don't forget
Dallas Turner.
Well. Yeah, Dallas Turner.
I'm still not.
Yeah, he might be pretty good.
Swing and a miss.
But Nick, could I tap into your Michigan fandom here and show you a tale of the Detroit Lions' next quarterback?
Oh, stop it! No.
Jared Goff, the when it gets down to his career starting to wind down or his contract starting to wind down with the Lions, could J.J. McCarthy be the Sam Darnold of the Detroit Lions reclamation project in his hometown?
If you put J.J. on the bench,
no,
behind Jared Goff for the next 5 years as a backup, sure.
JJ's going to be starting for the Toronto Argonauts pretty soon.
JJ can back up. He can lead the team in prayer.
He sucks. He's a First
That's
of all,
crazy.
JJ McCarthy
to fucking give him another year.
JJ McCarthy will never be able to lead an NFL locker room. He will never be. He'll never be that guy. Like Sam Darnold, at least he's like a bro and like not super. JJ McCarthy is cringe and corny as fuck.
Yeah, college guys fall for that shit. Grown ass men.
No way.
No.
He was also like 20 coming in.
You can't lose your job to someone 5'7".
Can't lose your job to a 5'4" quarterback.
You can't do it.
That is kind of crazy.
Are you guys concerned with the Minnesota Vikings making the playoffs?
Yes.
Rumor has that's why Ryan Marnie quit. Because JJ's gonna be ass. No, I'm playing. Am I concerned about the Vikings making the playoffs?
I'm concerned about the Vikings beating us.
They won as many games as you last year with considerably worse, arguably a worse roster, or at least a worse situation. That defense is the real deal.
Defense is the real deal. And they kept Brian Flores. So, Cade Mays, I like him. I'm not trying to, you fucking better, buddy. But
they draft before you
strap your shit up when Minnesota comes into town because they are going to test you, brother.
Also, shout out JJ for the national championship. Also, shout out JJ for blowing the Vikings a top 10 pick. Both things can be true.
Kwesi Adolfo-Mensa also gave us Jameson Williams.
Yeah, what an awful GM.
And then drafted Lewis Seen with the pick.
He made, maybe we can combine him with Brad Holmes to make the ultimate GM because he made good free agent signings.
I was there. I thought that, but I think the 49ers
scooped him up. Like, he was good in free agency.
Yeah,
he brought in some good players on good contracts. He just couldn't draft to save his life.
Yeah, he did a lot of. He was a big PFF guy.
Yeah, he was a big PFF. Okay.
Fun fact.
Yeah, don't want him.
He was a super analytical nerd. So
Brian Flores gives me nightmares, bro. Says DJ Stanky Nuts.
He should.
He should.
He gives Jared Goff nightmares.
Again,
that was the DC when Goff lost Super Bowl.
I would have made Brian Flores choke on a contract to be the defensive coordinator for the Lions this year.
I know there's going after the CO.
Okay, it's happening.
Do you guys believe this makes the Minnesota Vikings the favorite in the NFC North? No. Should they be above the Lions?
No.
Not above anybody.
No, I think they're
5'7".
Not above the Bears?
Yeah, you can't
He's
see above his
5'7".
line.
He's not above
Nah,
anything.
Bears.
Where's he above?
I'm big on the Bears blow up this season. I
above
bet
Bryce
they
Young.
miss the playoffs.
Vikings aren't big on quarterback.
You're big on the Bears blow up?
Yeah, I think they miss the playoffs.
Who
Missed
is
the playoffs.
who are the favorites right now? Do you think they
Lions.
updated it yet?
Lions
are the
are.
favorite.
No, I know we're. I'm sorry. I meant
Packers.
like
Packers are
second, third. Okay.
And then I think Bears are third.
But the Vikings also thought it was going to be J.J. McCarthy. So taking a peek right now, I'll get you guys some updated odds.
I'll tell you what, Kyler with Justin Jefferson and Kevin O'Connell scares me a lot more than J.J. McCarthy.
Definitely more than Max Brosmer.
Don't forget T.J. Hawkinson.
And Naylor, or not Naylor. Naylor's
That's
gone.
probably
Addison, yeah. At least
Keep
he,
heading
Brad's
off the
best
road.
trades. Oh, that's a great point by Jack Stark. Brad's best trades were fleecing Kwesi Minsadova. He did it for T.J.
is he a
Hawkinson.
one-trick pony.
Yeah, he was just taking abuse of a worse
Taking
GM.
advantage of a worse GM.
How much
Brad
you
Holmes
better call
just
New
like
York.
the Lions.
How much you trade him
Only
for a damn coach?
only wins against worse competition, but when Les Snead starts calling,
That's a great point. That's a
the
good.
team
that's
is a
great
reflection of leadership.
Minnesota
I'm just kidding.
Vikings.
It's a joke, kind of. Not really, though.
Not really, though.
I mean,
It's
it
kinda
kind of lines up.
accurate,
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I can give them the odds after.
Okay. Cool.
All right, we're gonna go to break. We're gonna come back. We got the odds. We got that Pacheco audio that I want to get to
We also got 10 free agents Nick looked up for the Detour Lions.
real quick. Let me tell you about Sam Adams. Go to go to Sam Adams. Go to an Art and Jake's
Should've
near
missed your Sam
you
Adams.
today and get you some Sam Adams cherry wheat. Listen, Mondays, Thursdays, Sundays, $5 shorts of Sam Adams cherry wheat. So make sure you guys go check it out at Art and Jake's near you today. It's delicious. It's nutritious. It's made with real Michigan cherries. Probably not that nutritious. Maybe I shouldn't say that. But like, go get some. It's a great beer. Drink responsibly, please. Sam Adams cherry wheat.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You know, you guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports. We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Find your sun with Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Cold, refreshing, and made for moments like these all year long. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
During every Grand Rapids Gold game in the month of March, when the Gold score a two-pointer, go into any jars in the Michigan location for a free product when you mention Gold scores. You stash a promotion. That's long. It should just be Gold scores. Everyone is a winner at Grand Rapids Gold games. 1 use per customer. Offer valid on Jungle Juice, Edible Gym, Mr. Vapor Sore, or Spider Legs products. Again, that's Gold scores. You stash any jars in Michigan when they score a two-pointer.
.com.
We should say a basket or field goal.
Both.
Yeah.
Either or.
I'm just not used to saying two-pointer.
2-pointer. 2-point field goal.
Yeah, I'd say field goal. Yes. What up, welcome back to What Avoids Live, WordSports.com. Easy over spin more action.
Hello.
Chris Nicholas Koloff.
Hey, Dan.
We have some audio.
I haven't
Larry
heard this
Brown
yet.
did a press conference. Kate Mays did a press conference. Isaiah Pacheco did a press conference.
I can't believe they introduced Larry June
as your starting offensive tackle
and haven't said how much they paid him.
That's really weird. It is really weird.
It's nowhere. You can on Over the Cap. It says we don't know.
I'm
on
with you.
Spotrac, we don't know.
So
Is it Spotrac
snuck
or
in there?
Spot Rack?
It's
Spotrac?
Whoa.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I
Is
feel like
it-
Neil calls it.
Is it
Spotrac?
Pet Smart or Pet Smart?
You made a song called "Superb Ass." You ever seen that movie?
No.
The Interview? You never seen The Interview?
Yeah.
Oh, when he's interviewing Nicki Minaj, he says, "Your song, superb ass." Is that super bass?
Yeah. Nice.
I think Neil calls it Spo Track.
Neil calls it Sport Track. Sean calls it Sport Track.
Sport Track?
But Sport Track would make more sense.
Sport Ack.
Maybe they forgot to fucking put the R in there. I don't know.
Spo Track?
I don't know. What
Spot Rack?
What are we calling it? Spot Rack. I like
Let's
that.
call it Spot
We're
Rack.
calling it Spot. Because every show has a different pronunciation for it. We'll be Spot Rack.
That'd be funny.
According to SpotRack.com.
Well, Spot Rack tells you. All right, well, here's Pacheco's interview.
Our first conversation, I was screaming on the phone, "Oh, let's fucking go! I'm ready to go! Put me in!" He's like, "Oh, yeah, Pacheco, what number are you going? Are you going with 10? Fuck it right! Let's go! I'm on my way, I'm coming home!" So that was the whole adrenaline during the call, and I just couldn't thank them enough for just, thinking of me. There was a lot of teams. I had 8 opportunities to go to different teams. Kansas City was one of them, but once they made that move, I know that I had to look forward to opening up the doors to going somewhere else, and this was the first place I thought of. My father's a Leo, he's a Lion, so we're going far, baby.
I love that energy.
I do too.
It kind of reminds me of Jamal Williams a little bit.
Yeah.
But a little more, obviously, less anime. I mean, we don't know. Maybe he's into that shit. But,
probably.
He's a psychopath when he runs the football. It makes sense. He has a lot of energy off the field, too. I like this signing.
I like the signing. You like the number. You like the energy. Obviously, you're not asking him to be this super producer. He's just going to be your short yardage guy, more than likely. But, yeah. And I like my running backs a little bit of a cousin in him.
Yep. A little bit of psychopath.
You gotta have a little crazy. You gotta have a little edge. You gotta have a little jittery. Like, you gotta be a little crazy to play running back. And
I'm excited he has to play for the Lions. Like, that's insane.
He said he had 8 offers, one of them being Kansas City, and decided to come to the Lions because of the opportunity. And obviously, he's excited to play for Dan Campbell. So
another statement he made too. He said to call him Taz.
Taz.
When he was asked about the Sonic and Knuckles moniker.
Sonic and Taz.
Sonic and Taz.
Roadrunner and Taz, or Taz and
don't like
Taz
that.
Taz and
More
Roadrunner.
sense, yeah.
I don't know about Taz, but I'll tell you this:
Well, he said it, Nick, so it doesn't matter what you
if I gave this signing a B before I figured out the number, and watching that interview, I'm giving it an A+ now. Holy hell, boys! That seems like a Dan Campbell guy through and through. Seems like he's fired up to be back, and it looked like he was. I mean, just from that kind of energy, if he's running healthy, you're going to see a really good year out of Pacheco right there. I mean, holy, fired up to be in Detroit, boys. What a time to be alive. As bad as the Lions were last season and us going 9-8, for a guy to be that excited to be here, who has won 2 Super Bowls, and he's this fired up to be a Detroit Lion, I mean, let's go. You guys checking out some ass walking by?
No, we're.
I thought I saw Floyd Mayweather walk by.
That's what that is too.
Yeah, a little bit.
Legend killer.
No, I'm definitely here for it. I like the Isaiah Pacheco one for sure. Rook, that make you feel any type of way?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I love that he has all this energy,
Uh-huh.
but I don't really care if it doesn't translate onto the field, and I can't get the clip of him running into the garbage can out of my head every single time I think about this guy.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
It's bad.
It's hilarious, but it's bad. I hope it's not like one of these situations where he's very outspoken, but then when he's on the field, we barely see anything from him.
It's fair. That's a good point. But yeah, I asked Gordon to look up a couple Pacheco highlights and send them to Justin so he can make a little like welcome to Detroit reel to post.
Okay.
And the first one he found, and the one that he found like 4 times in a row, was him getting knocked out of bounds and hitting head first into a garbage can. So,
dude, I had to go like 3 years back to find, like 2 years back to find like good clips of this guy.
He found that video like 5 times.
If he's healthy, that's what it's all about.
He's a hammer if he's healthy, for sure.
Has to be healthy.
Did you see that
Got
Kansas
him on
City?
$1.5 million or whatever. So
3
You saw
times.
one kid from Kansas City talking shit?
Yeah,
The little kid with
stupid little fucking kid.
Yeah.
That's why you got your
Pink
ears
headphones.
pierced like a little
Yeah,
idiot.
with the fucking peak headphone. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
I'm not
He's giving
gay
him
no
the
more.
funniest part though, when he's like, "It's a kid, Nick. Damn."
Honestly, a slip. Back to the desk. Football. Isaac Pacheco, how does it make you feel seeing him fired up in Detroit?
I genuinely feel like I was about to pass out just now.
It's
That was insane.
Yeah, I went to the right page it was on. I accidentally pressed it.
Shit, dude. Oh, I almost passed out from laughing so hard.
Gentlemen, let's get it together.
Yeah,
Come on,
it's
boys.
on a separate tablet. There's like multiple pages across.
Oh,
shit.
The best part of that video, he started shitting on Jared Goff.
He
Like,
does
bro,
start shitting on
relax.
Jared Goff.
Out of nowhere.
Ooh, man, that's
Oh,
good stuff.
man, my bad slip. Pay some bill?
Yeah,
You guys want to get a top 10 list of NFL free agents where they're headed? I got like 6 that are potential fits with the Lions.
Let's get to it.
Tell us about Black Rocky.
It's only crazy if you guys make it crazy.
That is true. That is true. All right. Let me tell you guys about Black Rock. Listen, they got the Tasty Tuesdays for just $13.99. You can get a feast of half-pound ribs, coconut shrimp, and fries between happy hours up to 7 o'clock. And also Sizzling Thursdays. Today, you get a 6-ounce sirloin shrimp scampi, your choice super salad, and a side, all for only $19.99. It's more than a meal. It's experience. Check out BlackRockRestaurants.com.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
Congratulations to the real Coach of the Year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. You guys know what it is. Best drink in the game. 4.5% alcohol. Low in calories. Best drink on the market is Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. We love it here at Woodward Sports, and you guys are going to love it too. Next time you're out at the bar, make sure you pick up some Sun Cruiser. Or if you go to the store, make sure you try a 6-pack. Let us know what you think. Sun Cruiser. Make sure you guys check it out.
Honestly, it slipped.
That might be the clip.
Oh, dude, that's all-time moment.
All right, Nick. What you meant to do today, though, was make a top 10 free agency list for the Detroit Lions this year.
This is from CBS.
Ah, fuck!
God damn it, I thought you put in the legwork.
I put a quarter to Nick on the fucking prep sheet and everything.
Yeah, which was crazy.
Why didn't you say you correct me then?
Well, I also had a second topic that you did not read either. So we'll have that one tomorrow. It's NFL free agency grades.
Let's go.
All right, let's go, fellas. We're going to start with number 10 on this list. Scott brought him up earlier. It's very intriguing. Jaquan Brisker stealing him from your rival safety of the Chicago Bears. Could you see the Lions getting involved here?
No.
Fuck no.
No.
Because he's too expensive?
You
Way
pay
too
him, yeah, you
expensive.
pay him starting safety money.
You'll have
We
to pay
have
him-
safeties on the roster right now. They're paying.
You'll have to pay him fucking $12 million.
They are not paying Brian Branch yet.
Yeah, but you're paying Kirby Joseph $20 million. You can't pay his replacement $12 million.
No, at least not until you find out if he's
I would
cooked
love
or
it.
not.
I like Jaquan Brisker.
Yeah.
I liked him in the draft. I like him coming out of Penn State, but no, they're not. No.
They're not going to do that.
Where do you guys think he ends up? Any good
I'm
fits
not
for
gay
you guys?
no more. What?
Kansas City.
Any good fits for Jaquan Brisker? This would be
Kansas
a
City.
Not
Kansas City
Kansas City
would
felt
be a
like
good
one,
one.
yeah.
They lost a lot of secondary.
It's a big time difference maker if the Lions could somehow find a way to pull it off. Oh wait, they probably could if they.
I bet he ends up in Philly.
How about a super chat from Julius Guillen? He says,
If
we
they
need to sign
restructure.
Iffy and Ojabo like yesterday. I would love return to Iffy.
Now that makes sense because
If
both
he's
of
that
those
nickel
guys,
spot that I was talking about, you're like a fucking third linebacker.
Yeah, he's big enough. And both of those guys would cost you like $5 million combined. Chris, Piston stream tonight? Question mark.
I'm waiting on word from Kool-Aid.
Take initiative. We don't know. Up in the air. Stay tuned.
Number 9 player on this list is a quarterback who just got released out of Hotlanta. Spencer's best friend and older cousin, Kirk Cousins. Where do you guys believe he ends up?
Real quick, I was watching tape
Backup?
on
Backup Lions?
Oh, we already got
on Christian Easian. Kirk Cousins was fucking carving him up, son. It was ugly. But I mean, he's a reserve guy. He ain't gonna start for us. Only for a little bit.
Kirk Cousins, where does he end up? Whoever. It doesn't matter.
You guys think he ever starts again?
Minnesota.
He won't get a starting job, but he might start a game or two. Like if somebody gets hurt, he's back.
I agree.
He'll go get another bag. He's the biggest bag getter in the history of the NFL. You guys know that, right? And he is going to go get another bag, a backup, like 2-year, $10 million contract. And it's just to sit there and do nothing. The best job in the world, a backup quarterback in the NFL.
Who'd you rather have as a backup in Detroit? Kirk Cousins or
Teddy Bridge.
Teddy Bridgewater.
Teddy Bridge. He knows the system. He knows the guys. He knows the team. Kirk might be better, but backup, at that point, you're splitting hairs at talent left, and Teddy is more comfortable in the situation.
Just an $18 million deal.
I wanted to bring this player in. 10-time Pro Bowler, Super Bowl champion 2 years ago. And then he beat us in the playoffs. Linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Is there any way the Detroit Lions can sign the future Hall of Famer Bobby Wagner to pair with Jack Campbell in this defense?
That would be sweet.
I think he's more of a Mike.
But yeah, he's definitely a Mike.
But can he play?
He could definitely play anywhere.
Exactly.
He could play Anzalone's role for sure. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but no, it's not going to happen.
He's probably still got a starting job somewhere.
Yeah, he might go to.
I
wouldn't be surprised if he goes to New Orleans. They
Yeah.
just lost to Mario Davis.
I don't know. What's his contract looking like? Because he is 35 years old.
Yeah, it can't
and
be
for a
too much.
linebacker, that's a dinosaur level age.
He'll
you know
probably
what I
get
mean?
like a 1 year. It'll be a 1 year contract for a pretty decent amount of money.
5-6 million?
Probably more than that.
I would do it in a heartbeat.
Probably like 10 to 12.
But he's not like a will linebacker, so I
I
don't know
thought
how
his
he'd be in
last
that
one
role.
was 10.
Yeah, but
2 years ago.
and he balled. Like he didn't fall off at all. He's still just as good. So he'll probably sign like 1 year, 10 million. Something.
Yeah, I think about it too. Like if Jack is here, and he came here, he'd be asked to do more coverage shit. And at
Docteros-
35 years old, I'm just not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doctero says he'll retire Seahawk. I can see that. Not the Lions though. Unfortunately, I love Bobby Wagner.
That'd be sick for him.
Bobby Wagner's the man. One of maybe the best linebacker of my generation. But no, he's not. He's not coming here.
Because of the money or because of the fit?
The fit.
Fit.
You need a will. You need a coverage outside linebacker. He's
Yeah.
not that.
What he said.
I think you can put Bobby anywhere on this defense and he makes it better.
I don't want 35-year-old
brother.
Bobby Wagner guarding Colston Loveland down the seam twice a year.
Yeah, what we doing?
I don't know. 2 years ago, we lost to him in the
That was
playoffs.
2 years
At
ago.
the Mike. He's not a will linebacker.
Yeah, and he played Mike.
Debo Samuel comes in at number 7. What do you guys think about Debo? Where does he end up? Wide receiver. Who could use some help?
I respect him as a fellow fat man, but I don't know. Probably somewhere with a shitty quarterback where you have to keep like throws short, and he makes a little yak out of it.
Some stupid ass team.
He was pretty solid. He was healthy for them last year, wasn't he? Commanders maybe sign back there for a little cheap deal.
Maybe the Raiders. Maybe
I didn't know he was a free agent.
The Jets. Wait.
What?
Maybe the Jaguars. If they move,
Still got Robinson.
If they move Brian Thomas.
Wait. Is this a list as a top 10 free agents available or top 10 free agents for the Lions?
This is available. I'm
Okay.
asking you guys where they end up, but I liked it because there are names on here for the Lions. Speaking of the next one. Coming in at number 6 on this list. It's tight end. one-time Pro Bowler, former Cleveland Brown David Njoku. Could he be a great pairing to go with Sam Laporta as your number 2 tight end in this new offense?
Depends what type of money he's asking for,
not
but I
a
love it.
chance.
I'd love for that to happen.
He's getting paid. David Njoku's a
He
dog.
had like 380 receiving yards last year.
He's a dog.
Did he set his face on fire?
He did set his face on fire, and he
What a-
came back and played
what a
that
dog.
week.
Yeah, that fucking week.
Yeah, he came in with a Bane mask on. It was fucking sweet.
It was sick, and he had a game
and
too.
he balled. Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, David Njoku's he's gonna outprice us.
I think it'd be like if not, like then I would love to have him here because of Drew Petzing and the back injury to Sam Laporta. That makes all the sense in the world.
Njoku had 293 receiving yards last year, 4 touchdowns. I mean, if they are going to be playing a lot of 2 tight end sets, I mean, right now, you guys could say no to anybody when it's in terms of money. Like if we're going to pay players, do you guys think that a restructure needs to happen to get any of these guys?
Yes.
Gapier.
Another one?
Yes,
Stop.
another one.
Gapier.
His what was his contract last year? He made $14 million. So he'll probably sign the franchise tag's $11 million.
What, trying to figure out what he's gonna sign?
Yeah.
He's 29 years old.
Njoku?
I'm thinking it's gonna be around $10 million a year. And we can't afford that. For a backup tight end? No.
Number 5 on this list.
Number 5.
Defensive end.
Yes.
Out of Florida in high school, but went to the Ohio State University. Defensive end Joey Bosa.
Yes.
Yes.
Can we afford him?
Yes.
Yes.
You can make it happen.
You need it to happen.
You have
you
to
have
have it.
one fucking edge rusher on the team.
2.
Yes. Hastening's technically on the practice squad.
Yeah, so is Lacey, I think.
Yes. A million times yes. It's like the weaker version of the White Walker idea.
Yeah. So yeah, it's not the White Walkers. This is the Wrights.
The Wright Walkers?
No,
Wright
the
brothers?
Not Wrights like R-I-T, like W-R-I-T. It's what they call just the Army of the Dead.
It's the Bash Bros.
House divided.
Ohio State house divided. You know, they hate each other so much, but they got to meet
they
the
gotta
quarterback
meet
in the middle.
Yeah, yes, do Joey Bosa. I mean,
all fucking day. Do it, Brad!
Number 4, Aaron Rodgers. Does he ever play again? And where does he play if he does?
Maybe Pittsburgh.
Maybe Pittsburgh. If it's not Pittsburgh, I doubt he plays anymore.
I saw someone comment Kirk might go play in Pittsburgh. That makes sense. They got no quarterback, no? Who's
Rodgers.
Yeah.
They still got Duck Hodges.
I think he has cancer.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, bless up Duck Hodges.
All right, here we go. Number 3, wide receiver, Juwan Jennings. Is he a Patriot? And did they screw the pooch already given the former Packer wide receiver all that cash?
Yeah, what? They like slow. Do you think Romeo Dobbs is slow? I think he's more of like a route guy. More of a possession receiver.
Who? Sorry. I was
Romeo Dobbs. Yeah, you just found like someone's flirting with you. Or something.
Brendan clipped Nick's hand off the slip and put it in the chat.
Fuck yeah. Shout out, Brendan.
Shout out, Brendan.
If you guys have a business you like to sponsor
Saying
over sports,
what?
hit him up.
Honestly, it slipped. Who was the question? Romeo Dobbs?
No, Juwan Jennings.
Juwan Jennings. Did they slip? I would have given Jennings that contract probably before Romeo Dobbs.
I mean, I don't. They're both the same.
Dobbs more productive, honestly.
Yeah, I think Dobbs would be better. I think Dobbs is closer to a wide receiver 2 than Juwan Jennings.
Disagree.
I think
Wrong.
Also had him in fantasy, so
Wrong.
a little bias.
There you go.
Little bias there. All right, number 2.
We're not going to get any of these guys.
Tackle.
Yeah, this
From
is
the
depressing.
Green Bay Packers.
Oh.
Played his home games in the frozen tundra. Rasheed Walker. What do you guys think he
Yes.
gets?
I'd
Where
rather
do you
have
think
him
he
than Larry
goes?
June.
And can he play for the Detroit Lions?
Detroit Lions.
He's going to Kansas City, or if San Francisco cuts Trent Williams.
I don't know if I typed his shit.
He's going to one of those 2 teams. He's either replacing Juwan Jennings or Trent Williams.
Kansas City makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
Oh wow, he graded very well. Detroit Lions should probably call him.
Yeah, I would rather just sign him than sign Larry June and be like, okay, we got a bum. No, give me a guy that can actually fucking play football.
I'm so confused. It says, so he ranked higher than Decker in pass blocking. He has a 41st pass blocking tackle according to PFF, but he allowed 5 sacks.
Well, Jordan Love.
And they had 9 penalties. I guess that's
what.
Well, they don't. If Jordan Love's extending a play, they just don't credit the tackle. That was the whole thing I got into over the summer. Remember that the sack Lane Johnson? Yeah. I don't understand how that guy would get.
PFF sucks, dude.
PFF is fucking
PFF
awful,
is the
dude.
dumbest shit ever.
I don't. I tried just for a reference to get an idea.
No.
And that shit just deny that up.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Shout out to the chat before we get to number 1.
Luke Taylor says, go smoke a spliff, Spenny. No, I'm good.
Shout out to the chat. Make sure you guys smash that like button.
I don't smoke tobacco anymore.
Number 1 was Kyler Murray, but I did carve up another name. Definitely bargain bin. I think we've talked about him for the last 4 years.
Okay. I'm listening.
Not in a wheelchair yet.
Bruce Irvin?
Edge. Calais Campbell. Throw him inside for a little bit of beef.
I'm not mad. He had a solid year last year, actually, believe it or not.
I would take him.
Yeah, I would take him.
Couple mil, 3 mil.
That's where we are, man.
As a
starter?
No,
starter?
No.
Well, I mean, you don't have anybody else, so if you're saying Larry June's a starter, then fucking Calais Campbell would sure as hell be a starter.
Stop it. We have a Lee McNeil at edge. Come on. Did you forget?
If I see Lee McNeil at edge, I'm turning the game off.
I'm trying to be happy.
Like, if we're wherever we are doing watch parties next year, if Ali McNeil's at edge, I'm going home. I'll just leave.
I'm actually mad you beat me to saying that because,
Yeah.
I'd like to go home and watch the game with my kid, too.
Yeah.
Just fucking, yeah.
I'll go home and watch it with Bryson.
Okay.
Shout out to the chat and Isaiah Pacheco out here. You
AKA
guys know, I was
Taz.
calling him Isaac a little bit. My apologies.
Shout out Taz.
I was roaring off the coffee in here, all fired up about Isaiah. So,
Romeo.
shout out to the chat. That was the heavyweight huddle.
Great job, Nick.
NFL free agency edition.
Great job, Nick.
Thank you.
In case that mom calls you, you're going to need a lawyer, huh?
And where do you guys get
Ben Johnson.
Best lawyer in the game? You guys know what it is. Ben Johnson. Because corporations, the government, even your insurance company will do whatever it takes to minimize their liability and withhold your compensation. So when something goes wrong, make Ven Johnson your first call and get a fighter in your corner. Contact Ven today at venfights.com.
Get ready for the ultimate sports experience. Join former University of Michigan star and NFL sensation Braylon Edwards alongside the charismatic Shep.
Braylon Edwards, touchdown Michigan!
As they break down the latest in sports like never before. Tune into the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep.
Touchdown, Braylon Edwards!
Weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m. only on the Woodward Sports Network. Don't miss out on hot topics, insider insights, and the banter that keeps you coming back for more.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Attention sports fans, don't miss out on expert sports injury insights with Dr. Jeff Pierce of Michigan Sports and Spine. Join him every Tuesday on Big D Energy and Thursdays on the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep, where he offers top-notch injury advice. Trust the guy that DMAC trusts. Dr. Jeff Pierce here to keep you in the game, performing at your best. For more information, give him a call at 248-426-9944 or visit him at Michigan Sports and Spine. It's Dr. Jeff S. Pierce.
All right. So first of all, there's a mailbag from DNC.
Shout out.
He asked, can Kevin Huerter play defensive end? Maybe. NBA athletes are They're different.
He's too light in the ass.
Yeah, that's fair. You're right. My second question, because shout out to Mike Kimber.
Shout out.
Marcus Bradford would be back on 1-year deal. What would be your honest reaction?
You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get up out of here.
I would be out. I would be out. If they sign Marcus Davenport,
out on Brad,
I'd be out on this regime.
No, don't like that.
If they sign Marcus Davenport, I'm out.
You walking down Brush Street with a Fire Brad sign?
No, I'm not that out. Maybe, but if they re-sign Marcus Davenport,
I think my honest
I would be out.
Maniacally,
you would do something.
I'd be laughing.
I would just be broken,
like Joker laugh.
Yeah,
like crazy.
Yeah, that's exactly what you would do.
That's what I would do. I'd have to laugh to not do something crazy for real. That'd be nuts.
That would be nuts. That would be so disrespectful to us, to the fans.
Yes.
It would be a spit in the face of every fan.
Walk in this bitch like a motherfucker.
Hate it?
Yes, I would hate it. Not the theory of it, but specifically Marcus Davenport you can't do that.
That's fair.
You could do it with anybody else. Like, you could give me the same guy in the same situation that's played 5 games over the past 2 years.
Son of a bitch, I'm in.
But if it's not, it can't be Marcus Davenport. It can't be the same guy.
How does Brad say no? Bargain bin Brad.
He doesn't. He's going to do it.
It's a $1 million deal. He's going to do it.
He's going to do it.
He is going to do it.
It's like walking out of the store
edges.
and the checkout aisle, and there's like that bag of peanut M&Ms just sitting right there, and you're like, oh, I got it. All right, I got to get
It's got
those.
the big red sale sign.
Yeah,
on it.
You're like peanuts are
it's like-
protein.
It's like a $1.50. Let me grab that real quick. Why not?
It's open.
Yeah, clearance rack.
I'm
You know what it is?
salty said I would turn my life to the Lord. Jaden Ivey in the chat.
You know what it really is going back
Shout out
to
Jaden
your
Ivey.
whore ex-girlfriend. Like, that you know
Oh,
better.
God.
Yeah, again.
Yeah, it's just late
the
night.
third time.
Yeah, the third time.
And trying to make it work. Like, not just going to fuck her. Like, going and trying to make it, like, play house.
Yeah, you caught her cheating twice.
Yeah.
And you're going back a third time.
Going back, she's changed.
That's what it is. Yeah. You'll be better, babe, right? You love me, don't you?
Davenport can't find a gap to save his life, says Cartier. Shout out Cartier. Good to see Cartier in the chat.
Shout out
I feel like
Cartier.
it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a while.
But, shit, what was I going to say about it?
Might be a different Cartier, though.
Well,
could be a different Cartier. It's a very popular brand around these parts.
Because didn't Cartier have a different, like, actual screen name and so?
I think he might have, yeah.
Pistons post-game stream
Shout out
tonight.
Info.
Pistons post-game stream tonight, so make sure you stay tuned for that.
Red Wings play tonight, too.
Red Wings play tonight.
You guys
I'm
know
so
post-game?
fucking
Yeah, I
scared
think
right
so.
now.
I think so.
Yeah.
What time do they
pretty
play?
scared.
They play at 7 again?
7 o'clock.
I
Both
think-
of them, I believe.
Fuck, man. Why
What
can't-
number is NBN? 28?
28.
I'll find joy in just watching
Red
the
Wings
young
do
kids.
start at 7. Why can't one of them start at like 7:30, bro,
dude.
or at 8?
The worst part is, too, you never know what's going to be on 97.1.
Yeah, it's most of the
On the
time-
drive home, at
Most of
least.
the time, it's the Red Wings.
It is the Red Wings, usually. Which
That makes sense.
used to surprise me, does it?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of
For
old
the
whites
demographic,
listen to
yeah,
the radio.
Yeah, it's true. That's very true.
The radio, the only people that really still listen to radio are old whites. But
It's fair.
yeah, all right, beat Tampa.
I
We
am
need
old and I
John
am
Gibson to
half
come out there and take care of business. Post game show for the Red Wings and post game show for the Pistons coming up tonight. So make sure you guys stay tuned.
Yo, I remember the time Carter said he wiped his ass backwards.
My nuts!
Remember the time Bobby Boucher?
Shout out Mud Nuts. For Easy, for Nick, for Kamish, for Chris, I am Spencer. We're the heavyweights. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
real quick, Bam's 83 was the worst fucking 83 ever. That shit was garbage. Fuck
Fugazi.
him.
Fugazi. Peace.
Free fly. Yep.